Hey, what is going on, everybody? The Seer here with a Week 4 weekly recap. Now, if you're new to this channel or haven't seen this type of video before, what we'll do is we'll look at certain attacks that happened throughout the week, do a breakdown and analyze how the attack happened and how we can replicate it, maybe even improve on the attack. Today I have 3 attacks that my opponent did on me, and those are going to be on X-Men teams. That's kind of going to be a theme that I'm going to have for this weekend. And I have 2 videos that were sent in by you guys. If you do end up liking this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the first attack. The first fight we're going to look at is going to be my round 2 opponent, Metropolis 117, attacking into my stage 1 defense. That defense was Black Knight, Captain America, and then I had Phoenix, Gambit, Rogue. They ended up using Cabal with Doom and Omega Red. This looks like a little dicey of a fight, but it did end up working, so let's go ahead and take a look at this replay. There is quite a bit of RNG at the start of this matchup. Rogue is going to use her special, and she ended up going for Omega Red on this. Leader ends up using the special that does put some debuffs on Gambit and flips the buffs on the Phoenix. There, the Black Knight did end up using the special to get the taunt on and ended up ability blocking the Iron Patriot. Namor ends up doing the ultimate that does end up killing the Phoenix and flip the buffs on Rogue. On Leader's turn, he ended up using the special on Black Knight, so Black Knight is now dead. So the only person that's going to be the huge threat right now is going to be Gambit with those pain. He ended up taking out the Rogue, so now it's just Gambit and Phoenix that's the main threats right now. Phoenix ended up doing the ultimate. Leader goes, uses the ultimate on Phoenix to do some adjacent damage to Gambit. And here, Doom is able to get his ultimate off. If he would have gotten ability blocked, then this could have definitely ended badly as well. Gambit is now gone, he takes out Captain America, uses a special, and Phoenix is dead. Like I said, there is quite a bit of RNG on this matchup, so beware if you do attempt this. This matchup here is from my round 3 opponent, Bonsai. It's the same defense, but this one here, they end up using Cabal with Apocalypse and Vulture. This is a much safer option if you are able to spare this team, because it does take your Cabal and Apocalypse together. So in this matchup here, Vulture will be going first. He ends up using this special. He gets that flip on the Black Knight and the Captain America. Rogue ends up using her special and uses that on Apocalypse. So again, that's a little bit of RNG luck there. It doesn't really matter if Apocalypse gets rewound because you have Cabal to kind of stand in for you. Iron Patriot does the special. Phoenix on the other side uses the special to pull those negative effects in. Namor goes and uses the ultimate that does end up doing the turn rewind to the opponent and some pretty massive damage as well. Phoenix is now summoned out, she uses the special. The Leader ends up using the special to end up killing Rogue off because she had that taunt on. Vulture used the ultimate, it basically clears the field except for the Black Knight and Phoenix. Apocalypse takes care of the Phoenix and Vulture takes care of the Black Knight. This was very efficient. He did take some health hits, but that's going to happen in this type of matchup. The other attack that Bonsai did was on my stage 3 defense. This one has given quite a bit of people issues, so I was going to kind of show this as a way to help you guys out if you run across this. The defense is going to be the 4 remaining X-Treme X-Men, so it's minus Gambit, and you add Dorm in. If you do fail on the first attack and Sunspot is still alive, that's going to cause issues on the follow-up attacks. And the team to beat is going to be Masters of Evil with Echo. This is a very much finesse type of matchup. You need to be careful on who you take down and try not to kill anybody. So I'm going to show you how this plays out. So as a reminder, this is going to be a finesse matchup, so you need to be careful on who you take down and lower in health. Titania used the ultimate on Forge, that's going to put the ability block on him. King will then follow that up with a special into him, that's going to do the striker attack into Forge, and also hit the Dorm as well. Moonstone's going to use the ultimate on Nightcrawler. The follow-up attacks could actually knock Nightcrawler a little bit too low to where he's going to get out of the stun because of the health trigger that he has. The next hit's going to go on Cyclops. All of the follow-ups did end up taking Cyclops down, and that's going to push Forge, so that way he's going to do his moves, but that's why you end up doing the ability block on him. Titania then used the special on Sunspot. That's going to call in all the extra attacks onto him to knock him into the yellow. On Kang's turn, he ended up targeting Nightcrawler and then uses the ultimate. That way it will kind of kill everybody and they don't get a revive off of that. The assists are going to come in and take Nightcrawler out. That's going to be one of his lives, and then you just need to work down the second life. So again, be very careful and mindful of who you're taking down. You don't want to kill them because that's going to speed up Forge and they're going to have that extra life. So you have to really finesse through this. This next video is by Shadow Drone. He sent in a few previous videos and he wanted to show what the Spider Society can do on offense for stage 2, and he ended up going into the Pegasus team. This was very good efficiency and actually opens up your offensive playbook quite a bit if you do keep these guys on offense instead of defense. Forgive me if I get some of these abilities incorrect because this is such a newer team. The Spider-Man War is going to target the Ironheart and use the special. Kestrel's going to end up using her ult, but because of all of the safeguard and evades that the Spider Society spawns with, that actually end up missing, and so did Ironheart's ultimate. Now Spider-Man War goes again and used the ultimate targeting on the Ironheart, that did end up killing her. Rescued was able to bring her back. Iron Man Infinity War used the ultimate, Darkhawk used the ultimate, and you see how resilient this team is. They're really not taking much damage. The Spider-Man War is going to target down the Rescue and use the basic that called in a couple assists, and it looks like the Noir is actually a striker on this. And here you can see the type of punishment that the Spider Society can withstand. They appear to be more resilient than the Pegasus team, which is pretty crazy. Spider-Man Pavitra is going to use that ultimate to go from Kestrel all the way to Iron Man Infinity War and rebound back. That does some pretty massive damage to the Pegasus team. Penny ends up using the ultimate, takes Kestrel out. Spider-Man Noir ends up doing the basic into Ironheart, and that leaves very easy cleanup on the remaining members. This was very good efficiency both on the turn front and the health bonus front. This next video kind of surprised me. It came from my Discord channel, and this was from somebody named Max Carnage. He ended up doing a pretty big punchdown on Bifrost into the Spider Society. This is a very risky matchup, but I want to show you how this could actually play out. So here the Spider-Man War ends up doing the ultimate into the Loki and end up hitting 3 of the members. Sylvie's going to use that ultimate and give a nice turn rewind to the Spider Society. And here you can see he's targeting down Penny first because she is very important on the team. Ball ends up doing the special into the Spider-Man Noir to kind of lock him down a little bit. Loki ended up doing the special on Ghost Spider, and that ended up hitting the adjacent targets. And here he's working down the Spider-Man Noir because he is almost dead. Beta Ray Bill uses the special to try to get a stun off, but it doesn't land. However, he did some pretty good damage to Peter B. Parker, Penny, and Ghost Spider. Here Peter B. Parker ended up, I believe, using the special into the Vol and hit the adjacent targets. And you can kind of see the punishment that the Spider Society kind of keeps pushing on the Bifrost team. All of the counterattacks, because of the Team Loki passive, end up doing some pretty good damage to the Penny. And here it looks like it's mainly the death proofs that's kind of keeping the Bifrost team in play. Sylvie did end up getting killed off right there, and if at any point Vol ends up going out, the team is pretty much dead. Vol was able to get a special on Peter Parker to get another exposed mechanic out there. Loki used the ultimate to get some offense up and clones out to try to help protect the stealth numbers. And fortunately, all the damage that was done to Penny is now healed back up from the beginning of the match. And here, Spider-Man Noir ends up doing the special into Vol and then hitting Loki as the follow-up attack. And there the Loki end up dying and Teen Loki is about to get killed off. Luckily it got back to Vol's turn, and Vol here is able to use the ultimate to bring everybody back to life. Also, since this is a raid room, it did some pretty massive damage to the Spider Society team. So all the buffs and everything's back out on the Bifrost team. Sylvie's able to get an ultimate out. Peter Parker and Noir are both dead, and here Ghost Spider is about to get taken out. So as long as Vol is able to survive to the ult and get everybody back up and running again, it looks like this could work. However, this was a pretty big punch down, and I can see why this team ends up actually losing to the Spider Society in a counter. And that's all I have as far as my weekly recap today. I showed you guys how to defeat my top 2 defense that I've been using on defense, and I've also showed you how the Spider Society works on offense and defense. Let me know in the comments section below, which ones were you actually more impressed with and do you want to see more of? Tomorrow I should have a video for my defense that I plan on using for this next week of Cosmic Crucible. And also Monday morning I should have my How to Beat the X-Men video out. That way you will be ready before Cosmic Crucible starts. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and like it, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.